today. And that's good. Make sure my comments are on live chat. Good. I have this weird feeling I'm on my own account. But we'll see in a second. All right. All right. Okay. Things firing up here. Good, good, good. All right, let's go for a walk. So while everybody's trickling in, I'm going to work my way down the Tiger Row. And lots going on here at Big Cat Rescue this morning. You know what? We're going to go for a walk. Yes, we are. We are going to see Priya's enclosure. Oh man, Liz, I will answer that in just a little bit because I know more people are going to be asking. So, I guess in an effort to repeat myself less than 30 times. But yeah, heck yeah, let's go for a walk in here. Should probably radio Angie real quick. So I'm gonna put you guys down. I'm not going anywhere. We'll start the walkabout in just a second. Just hang out. Just got to radio Angie. Hey, it's Andy. Do you mind if I walk Priya's enclosure for the live here? Cool, thank you. Okay, cool. So, you guys are in for a treat. Let's go see Priya real quick. There's Kat. Hi, Kat. There's Taylor. All right, so let's see. He ate it, but it was from a can, so it was for human consumption. Actually, Mark, real quick, all of our food that we feed our cats is safe for humans to eat. The difference and the reason why I made that thing at home, Bridget made that thing at home, is because I just wanted to make darn sure that I wasn't going to get sick. Not that we don't clean our stuff here, but there's so much that goes on here at Big Cat Rescue. I was just way more comfortable making it at home. We use regular canned tuna fish for the cats. So, yeah, I really just wanted to make sure that I came out on the other side okay. Okay, so how am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. My tongue is severely grossed out. Just the whole texture was blah, blah. Yes, safety first. And even if it's on the emotional side where you just gotta make yourself feel a little bit better about it, just do it at home. And hello, Deb. Deb, are you the big cat? And did we tell you earlier that we were going to be on YouTube or Facebook? I'm going to be honest with you. I completely forgot. I thought we said YouTube, so I just clicked on YouTube. Hey. No, we don't even feed our cats that. So yeah, the cats that are here, we will feed them like, raw frozen fish or something like that, but all the tuna that we get is all canned, right? So it's all canned tuna. Okay, and if all of you could really quick, I'm gonna do something really cool in just a minute. If everybody could share this feed on your Facebook page, anywhere you can. I don't want people to miss what we're about to do. So we're gonna do two really cool things today. One, see if Andy gets sick while eating frozen tuna. Gross. Two, we're gonna walk Priya's enclosure. Priya right now is in Duchess's enclosure because Duchess is on vacation. So we're gonna walk Priya's enclosure and see what that her massive area looks like. So while we're doing that and while we're waiting, I'm going to play Priya's audio. So for those of you that don't really know who Priya is, welcome to Big Cat Rescue. And let's get this iPad working here. And we'll get Priya's audio up. And where's the cat? We're going to go over on the bridge so you guys can see Priya a little bit better. So Priya lives in an area that we call Tiger Lake. It's divided in half, so Duchess gets one half, Priya gets the other half. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Priya's enclosure, see what she sees on the daily, and kind of be the cat for a second. So I'm going to zoom in on Priya here, hopefully with a little luck. And we'll play some Priya audio. Tuna on rye. You know, while we were making that tuna sickle yesterday, Bridge was asking me if I wanted like salt in it or, you know, like Frank's hot sauce in it or something along those lines. And I said, nope, that's not what the cats eat. I promise to eat what the cats eat. So we're going to do exactly that. So here's the story of Priya.
Priya was born at a cub petting zoo in Colorado named Serenity Springs in 2003 and arrived at Big Cat Rescue in November 2016. Records show she had 4 cubs by Shiraka in 2010. We have no idea how many other cubs she was used to breed. In the wild, female tigers only breed every 2 to 3 years because they have to spend those years teaching their cubs how to survive in the wild. But cub breeding exploiters typically take the cubs away from the mother as soon as they are born and breed the females again as soon as possible afterwards. This is totally unnatural for tigers and believed to be a cause of breast cancer. When Priya arrived, her belly was distended, and we observed that she was having trouble comfortably lying on her side unless her back leg was sticking straight out in the air. The very next day, she was brought into our on-site hospital and examined by our veterinarians. We ended up removing an enormous 20-pound infected mass that likely would have killed her in weeks, if not days. Thankfully, she came to us in time, and due to generous donors, we have a state-of-the-art cat hospital where she could be diagnosed and treated immediately.
And there you go. So I remember when Priya first got here, she was on quarantine for quite a long time, and it was because apparently they removed this mass. Now, I know a 20-pound mass doesn't sound like a lot, but let's throw some perspective on this. Think of your cat at home, right? It might be anywhere between, let's call it like 12 pounds. Stack another cat on top of that, and that's about the size of the infected mass that was removed from her uterus, Priya's. It's just a terrible thing. And so, Dr. Justin did an awesome job and removed that before it bursts, and that would have killed her. And so that was pretty epic that we were able to assist in that. And many of you know that a lot of times when Big Cat Rescue goes out to a rescue, we usually raise our hands if the cat is, elderly and not doing too well. And the reason for that, and the reason that we let a lot of the younger cats go to other accredited sanctuaries is simply because we know that we can focus in on those troublesome cats, health troublesome cats, and patch them up, take care of them, give them a great life. Whereas other places, we know they can do that too, but a lot of places have a lot more cats, like or animals. So, for example, there's a beautiful sanctuary out in Colorado, massive place. But when it comes down to it, they have hundreds of animals there. We obviously don't. Not to say that they can't take care of them really well, because they can. I've been there. They do incredible work. But we're a little bit of a different style of sanctuary, I guess you could say. So we have 63 people up in here, so we're going to get about doing something super cool. So let's do it. Yeah, Aria is another example, right? So what's with these people and just terrible breeding practices? Oh, you guys are welcome. So, I guess a little behind the scenes update on that. Texture, I would not recommend it to anybody. Flavor, I'm actually a fan of tuna, so this is a little unfair. I did not mind the idea of this at all. Sardini martini was getting a little iffy. Bloodsicle was going to get tricky because I would have to cook it before we make it, and that's not how we make it for the cats. But crunching into the ice, I don't like doing that. So that was weird. And then what else? When it comes to that texture, that pureed tuna was fine enough that the oils of it almost chunked up and got in between my taste buds. So my tongue just felt like this big block in my mouth. It was not nice at all. But we raised $1,500 for the cats, and that was awesome. And that's really what we were going for there. So, time for your surprise, everybody. We're going in. We're going to go through Priya's enclosure today and show you what Priya sees on the daily basis. So why are we going to do this? Whenever we have an enclosure that's getting cleaned up, I like to be able to walk you through it so you can see what it's all about. So I'm going to take a quick moment, put my iPad away. So, and the iPad is away, and now I can get through these cages. So up here we have Taylor. Taylor is one of our awesome interns. This woman busts her butt around here. She's awesome. We need more interns like that. Come on, Clippy, come off. There we go. All right, so through one door. Gotta lock it behind ourselves. It'd be really a lot easier if I was using the GoPro. Also, I figured out why signal reception yesterday was absolutely horrific. It's because the tower that we have here is a Verizon tower. I thought it was Sprint. And it's been down. So I can't fire up the GoPro until that thing's up and running. All right, so door one is closed. And what was that? Yes, if you are interested in interning, please go to that webpage that Deb put on there. We are always looking for good people, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful in here. Once you get that fence away, holy smokes. And now I have a whole new world stuck in my head. Why do I think of this stuff? Okay, and we're in. This is Priya's enclosure, everybody. This is what Priya sees every single day. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go this way. I know Kat's down there mowing the lawn. And then we'll go down to the lake and see what that's all about. We'll probably say hi to Priya as we walk back up the other section. So let's go for a walk. All right, get my mask back on here. All right, so it looks like we have a den here. So this is some of the stuff you guys don't see all the time, right? So the den, you can see a lot of brand new sand put in here. And that's to make this a more comfortable place for her, because obviously we can't put like a big, like nice, posturepedic sort of bed in here because she'd eat the darn thing. But this would give her a nice place to sit. And then a lot of times you guys have seen her laying on top of this thing. So there's her up top area. Thanks, Amanda. Really, it's you guys that did it, right? I was just the monkey on the other side that ate the sickle. Her platform. Many cats have seen that. And the very large fence. All right. And look at all these trees. It is very, very jungle-ish in here. No wonder why half the time we just can't find her. Thank you very much, Barbara. And there's Cat over there. Danger, danger. All right, so we are walking the paths that the tigers have kind of made over the years here. Long socks on, long pants on. Do some tick inspection after this. Not necessarily up to date on my flea treatment right now. If Hoover was in here, and I think Khan and China Doll were in here too. Wow, look at that. Wow, a few of these trees are just scratching trees. You know, tigers will go ahead and stretch up to as high as they can, try and scratch the trees to mark them. And that lets other large cats in the area know that this is their spot. I think maybe Andy Tiger was in here too. Seth as well. Maria, it just comes naturally. And it's getting pretty thick back in here, but we're gonna make it on through. All right, looks like she goes this way quite a bit. Holy roots. And there's a lot of hidden roots through here. Oh man, that's a big spider web. No, go away. To be expected, I guess. Okay. Go away, spider. Long sleeve shirt. Should have packed one. All right, so it looks like she comes down through here quite a bit. So we'll go through here and then raise my arms up because that looks like some poison ivy. Yeah, right? No wonder you can never really see her, but and then here we are. Well, this is Priya's side of Tiger Lake. All right, so usually we see her like laying right around here. And you can see her up and over there on her side, or on Duchess's side right now while they're cleaning up over here. And not gonna lie, having that tiger sit right up there, I know there's a barricade in front of me. That's nerve-wracking. Super nerve-wracking having like just a clear look at the cat from this side. But man, this is such a big place, such a large enclosure. Look, so I'm gonna work my way on over to the other side here, and you can see all the scratch marks in these trees. You know, look at this, just huge scratches. And they go up even higher. So we're coming around the other side here where her don't touch her stuff. Yeah, right. Tuna flavored human. Oh man. The first thing I did after that, gang, is I ran to the bathroom and immediately washed my face. I had tuna just all in my beard. It was, ugh. Oh, exactly, Kate. If anybody says, well, their enclosures are so small. I love it when people say that. Yeah, right. This thing is massive. You could put a house back here and actually lose the house. New platform that she recently had built. So she can lay on top of the platform right up there and look down on Tiger Lake. We'll go ahead and get a good view. Oh, look at that. All the paw prints. It's actually kind of cool. So we're going up. Wow, she really has a great view of everything around here. No, I am not sick. I am not sick. But I'm not gonna discount the fact that that was pretty darn gross. Well, Deb, when you come on down, just let us know, and maybe I'll take you for a walk through one of these things. She really does have a great view up here. And then even if she turns around, you can see Taylor all the way back there. And Taylor is by her roof section, which is close to where we feed her. So she has a great view right down to her feeding slab. And just a heads up, so today, as far as Bridget being on, Bridget is actually, well, I guess we have another surprise for you in about 10 minutes or so. And I have spider web all over my hand. Where's the spider? Yeah, so a volunteer somebody that used to volunteer here is going to show up in just a little bit for a tour. We're going to go bump into them. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you are going to be like, oh my gosh. So just to be real with everybody, I do not want to get off this podium, this platform. It is really nice back here. Now, when we put this in perspective, if we go to a smaller cat, take like Small's enclosure, I would have to say, based on her size, proportionally about the same. All right, so let's see what else is going on around here. So this is pretty nifty, this tree here. It looks like when the fence was going up, looks like they just built a fence all the way around the tree, which was probably a good idea because that's a really big tree. Now, tigers don't have a ceiling over their enclosure usually. We do have an area with a ceiling for the tigers just in case there's a hurricane. But when it comes to wipe your hands all over the floor, give the cat, yeah, right. Just put the camera down, go to the bathroom in the corner over there, find a tree. She'd love that. But wouldn't do that. But yeah, so they don't have a roof section here. And the reason for that is that tigers are not very good climbers. They're too heavy. They don't bother. They don't give it the effort. Yeah, okay. Hey, what are you doing over there? It's like I'm watching you in my home. Don't steal my TV. Ah! No, mosquitoes. All right, so between the fences, really, it's just kind of like a path between the fences. I know with all this fence, you can't really see, but yeah, so between the fences, it's just like a 6 or 7 foot gap. It's enough space for us to walk and be safe if we have to go through there. Also, you'll notice that in this area, to keep it even safer, the fence is kind of our 2x4 fence. So it's for about 3 to 4 inches tall and about 2 inches wide. Tiger can't fit any part of their body through there. So that's going to keep us safer if we have to get through that area. This is really, really dense through here. So she can come on down through this area. And just to help you out with some perspective on where I am right now. So there's Taylor still working over by the feeding slab. Duchess's enclosure is right there. Hey, thank you, Anonymous, for donating. Now, everybody, just so you know, all donations today go, well, if you click on the donate button, they'll go to our general fund that helps power the gas for those things. But Giving Day is coming up on May 4th, and we already have a pretty good amount of donations helping us get that $60,000 match. So we have up to a $60,000 match going on bigcatrescue.org/donate. If you head on over there, you can help us get that $60,000 match. So essentially, if you donate $5, it's kind of it comes up to be $10, right? Because I think that match is fairly fluid. So if we get $15,000, we'll get $15,000 a match. And if I'm wrong on that, Dev, please correct me. But I think that's what I heard the other day. So lots of dense foliage. Lots of dense foliage. Oh, okay. So it's bigcatrescue.org/give. So here's the path that you'll commonly see the Duchess and Priya both walking at the same time. So we have, the path here, and then over on the other side we got the other path, and then right in the middle we have that 6 or 8 foot barrier. I think right there is probably the thinnest at about 4 feet. Every dollar will be doubled. Daniel, I would love to hang out with Ewoks. All right, so here is the corner and what she sees when she gets out of her den. Yep, bigcatrescue.org/give. So if you want to donate, 2 ways to do it. You click the donate button. But if you want to double your donation without you actually having to double the amount of money that you donate, go to bigcatrescue.org/give. Okay, it looks like she has a big ball, and I'm pretty sure many of you remember this thing being brand new not too long ago. She obviously loves it. And maybe... yeah, she does live on vacation. So this is her big den. Okay, so this is the one that we always have to wake her up out of. So let's see what she sees in here. Okay. Gotta take my sunglasses off, can't see anything. Alright. So this is the inside of her den. Lots of sand. That is a really big spider, so I'm going to go back the other direction, but you guys get the idea. It's not that I don't like spiders, it's just I don't know how to identify them. Ow! Ugh. I'm okay. And there's Taylor again. Hello. Oh no, it's totally cool. You got to cut the grass. We get it. All right, so there's that. Go through here. And so this is the feeding slab that she's usually using every day. Oh, Maria. I just try to keep it interesting. I know you guys love hearing stories about the cats, but I know you guys also like to dig into what's going on around here, right? So right now her bowl's getting cleaned. They're redoing everything in here as far as cleaning it up. And then her feeding slab's right there. And the feeding slabs usually they always get cleaned with a bleach solution after they're done eating. Make sure that they're going to be clean and ready to go for the next go around. And it looks like I am locked into this part, so I'm going to get out of here. So we have guillotine doors on these, so this here gets pulled by the cable, which means that the cable goes up, over, and outside, and a human on the outside needs to pull that to open that door. So even being in here with one hand, I probably can't get the leverage to open that thing up. So we're gonna head on back. Let me check the comments. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yep, where Priya begs for treats. Pretty pictures on her wall. Nice, that would be cool. Okay. Thank you, Maureen. All right, so I'm gonna go back this way and then I guess back through the other door. Oh wait, I can get out over here. There we go. Okay. And one door. Make sure we lock it properly. Oh boy. Two. Okay. And then one, two. Okay, once we're out of here, we'll go see what else is going on around Sanctuary because I know there's a lot of volunteers here today and I know there's another project going on. So we'll see some cats along the way and see what other projects we can snoop in on. Okay, there's that. And now I'm just waiting for some weird poison ivy flare-up. We'll deal with that later. All right, so why are the doors locked when the cat's in the enclosure? Habit. That is really when there's no cat in there and we know there's no cat in there, we don't want to get complacent around here. So one of the reasons that we've never had a cat escape is because of the habits that we create. So if we continually go ahead and lock these doors up every time we go in and out, that creates a habit with us. It's just something that we do, right? So that's why it's so critically important. We just keep locking these things up, and I had no idea there was a door there. I vaguely remember the Hoover attempt. I know that I think it was him, could be Duchess, that liked to pull down or disable the electrical wire that's on the fence. We have an electrical wire that's fairly high up. Tigers can't climb, so we hope it's out of their reach. But one of them really did not like that wire. Pulled it down twice. And you can, so here's the fence, but right up along here, where is it? It's right about in this area. There is an electric wire that we have to have on there. And I know he disabled that a couple times. We had to fix it. That was Duchess? Okay. Okay, so let's see if we can find the other project. And also, what time is it here? 10:33, which means we might have a guest popping in, or we might pop in on our guest in just a second. And there goes Bridget to find them. And we'll find them in just a second. But let's see if we can find some cats in the other project. So today the weather is actually really, really nice. The weather today is right about in the, I think, low 80s right now. And I had to put the furry thing on the microphone so you guys didn't get all the wind noise. But yeah, it's beautiful, very slight overcast, spotty clouds. Just, man, it's great. Cynthia, thank you. Humidity actually is not bad right now, but it will get really bad probably in about 2 hours. So as soon as that sun starts baking us, well, that's when it starts to get crazy humid around here. So it looks like Servy's enclosure is looking nice. They cleaned that up yesterday, or part of it yesterday. It didn't look, well, I think they actually just did the outside. But anyways, it still looks really nice. You are very welcome. Not for nothing, Daniel. Not for nothing. If I had a lawn chair, I could probably sit on that platform in Priya's enclosures for a long time. Right? And Miss Hoobie too. So let's see who we got here. And if any of you are coming in a little late, You may want to restart this at some point. Crawled through Priya's enclosure while it was getting cleaned, so you all can take a look at that and see what she sees every single day. And I know there's a Simba cat around here somewhere. Oh, hey, look, it's Andy. I saved up all my urine. I'm like 3 for 3 of Simba just peeing on camera. Oh, hey, look, it's Max. Hola, Max.
Max the tiger was rescued from the circus in Guatemala. We don't know his exact birth date, but we believe he was born in 2010. We first heard about the circus tigers in Guatemala in February 2018. There was a Daily Mail story telling everyone how a 55-year-old man had both his arms ripped off by the starving tigers.
Just on the other side there, just so you know, that's Kimba on the backside. So if any of you were wondering about Kimba, that's Kimba over there.
The tigers ate his arms as villagers threw rocks and beat the cats with sticks. Guatemala passed a law banning the circus thanks largely to the efforts made by Animal Defenders International. The tigers were supposed to have been turned over to authorities. Instead, Hermanos Ponce Circus and others went on the run. But over time, ADI and the government managed to find them and negotiate the release of the cats. The tigers were transferred to a temporary rescue camp run by ADI that Big Cat Rescue helped fund. Then the laborious process of obtaining export and import permits from the U.S. and Guatemalan governments began. In all, ADI rescued 6 lions and 15 tigers from the rogue circuses. Big Cat Rescue funded the care for 3 tigers named Kimba, Max, and Simba during this lengthy ordeal. It took 15 months and $85,000 to bring the 3 tigers to Big Cat Rescue, where they will live out their lives in dignity. During his time at the temporary facility, Max showed himself to be what we call social. He was comfortable with people present. But at the Guatemala airport, the authorities made no effort to keep people from crowding around him taking photos. People were yelling and screaming, and there was loud construction noise. Poor Max was traumatized. When he arrived here and his transport crate door was open to let him into his new enclosure, he didn't come out for 2 hours. However, in the weeks after his arrival in his new peaceful setting and large enclosure, he relaxed and now frequently emits a happy chuff to visitors.
Yes, the Stony project is getting posted up for vote on Monday. And what else? Oh, so anyways, for any of you that are seeing Max right now looking like he's just kind of pacing back and forth, dude's got a big smile on his face. Angie is over on the other side, checking on some things, it looks like over at Kimba. And also Kimba's walking around over there. So Max is actually all excited right now. His ears are up straight. He's not looking stressed one bit. He's more or less like, Angie, come over here, talk to me, see me. So he's in really good shape. All right, who did you miss? Never got a notification. To make sure that you get the notifications, Diane, just double check your settings, make sure that you have that little bell checked. But yeah, we walked Priya's enclosure just to see what Priya sees every day. So you'll want to go ahead and go on back to that after we're finished. And my phone will upload the high-res version, so you'll be able to get a really good look. And where is Simba Tiger? Weird, dude must be snoozing. And as we just saw, these enclosures can be a little deceiving as far as where the cats can hide. So if you can't go behind the barricade like me, you may not actually be able to see the cat. Oh, are you following me? Hi, Max. I'm being stalked right now.
This is Bridget on property with 4 guests on a private tour.
Max is just watching me. What's he doing?
Nancy, can small cats go back together? Yes, please.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Did I miss something here? Simba was released into vacation rotation on arrival. Oh, okay. On arrival day. I was going to say, is that why I'm not seeing him? But I didn't think he was on vacation. All right. So let's see. We're coming up on Jazzy Girl. So just heads up. Well, you know what? I'm on AT&T today, so we shouldn't get any lag. Take that, Verizon. Working on our cell phone tower here. Can't use the GoPros. I'm not bitter. So yeah, beautiful day. A little windy, but you can see Swanee and Swanda out there doing their thing. Right? Yeah, Max might smell the tuna on my face still. Yeah, quickly after that, I made a very intimate date with Dial soap in my face in the bathroom. I actually thought about just, squirting Dial in my mouth and just, ugh, but that probably would have been worse than the tuna. So, Jazzy Girl's all over here. All right, so we just had a question. Saw the tuna sickle. How are you feeling? All right. Actually, I'm fine. I don't mind tuna at all. I thought it was actually like, hey, why not? This is going to be great. It's going to taste awesome. It's tuna, right? I've been eating tuna since I was a kid from a can. Well, yeah, eating tuna like that is entirely different than making yourself a sandwich. Right? Advertising for chicken of the sea. And now, if any of you did see us make it last night, Bridget and I did it on our channel. We took it, we threw it in a blender, we blended it all up, and that was probably mistake number one. But I wanted to make sure you guys kicked in the $1,500 to make that happen, and that money goes to the cats. That you got pretty much what the cats eat with, human safety in mind. Cats' digestive systems are way more robust than ours. So I wanted to make that thing at home to make sure safety was there, right? Not to say that we don't have safe stuff to make our food on here, but just felt more comfortable making it in our own kitchen. All right, so over here we have Jazzy Girl. Jazzy Girl. I'm gonna put the camera down for a quick sec, find her audio, and then I'll get right back to this. Hi, what's up? Aw, pretty girl. Hi. Oh. Oh, God. I already had to wash Tuna off. Bridget would love it if you sprayed me.
Jasmine is a female tiger whose age is unknown. She arrived at Big Cat Rescue in August 2015 after being confiscated by the Ohio Department of Agriculture along with 9 other big cats from an owner who failed for years to comply with a very basic 2012 Ohio Dangerous Animals law that just required decent caging and registering the animals. Big Cat Rescue volunteered to provide a permanent home for Jasmine, and 3 of the other big cats and other sanctuaries took in the remaining 6 cats. Jasmine is a happy tiger known for making unique sounds which make her keepers laugh. Like all tigers, Jasmine loves the water. She really enjoys being showered with a hose during hot afternoons at the sanctuary, and she is a star at operant conditioning.
There are a lot of tigers on a walk this morning. Kali and Simba were nowhere to be seen, though. Daniel, you are getting very witty with your comments, sir. It's fun. Yeah? Mm-hmm. We turn the mic around so you guys can hear. Oh. Are you in heat? Yeah, you are. Yeah, all the cats are like, hey man, what's up? Alright, so we'll see if we see an Amanda time over here. Alright, you have a good morning. The mic back around. We got Rich over here trying to get Arya to come out. Arya's still snoozing. Hi. So, for the cats that are snoozing, I don't have a story on Arya for some reason. Don't know why. But for the cats when they're snoozing, we're just going to move along and see who else we see, because I think there's quite a few cats out right now. Let's see if we see Amanda. Well, I found Amanda. Oh, there she is. This is about as close as we're going to get. Oh, that squirrel has a death wish. No. We did the whole Andy Sing thing at one point in time. You guys all politely asked me to stop. So she's over there in her enclosure. Maureen is in the back cleaning her area right now. You can see Maureen right back there. Hey, I don't call it the Suicidal Squirrel Squad for nothing. These guys, they're brave. Super brave. They run pretty fast when a human's around, but when it comes to the large cats, they don't care. Alright, so let's get some vacation rotation audio going here. And for any of you that are new, I know many of you have heard this before, but our vacation rotation is pretty darn impressive. So, where is my vacation rotation audio? There it is.
In the wild, big cats would roam hundreds of miles.
Hundreds of miles.
They are intelligent, active creatures who prefer to hunt at dusk and dawn, but who can see very well at night. They spend their days sleeping and getting ready for the darker hours when they reign supreme over all their domain. Unfortunately, most captive situations provide far too small a space for these big cats. And even worse, they're usually locked into tiny, concrete, windowless cells called night houses during the time of day when they would most like to be out roaming. The reason they're locked up at night is because zoos aren't open at night, and they want the cats to be active when paying guests are there. In most cases, there will be one large enclosure that the public sees, and then tiny jail cells where the cats spend days at a time, so that if it's their only day to be outside, they'll be active for the paying public. At Big Cat Rescue, the cats have far more space per cat than most other facilities. But even still, it's far too small in our opinion. That's why we built the 2.5-acre vacation rotation enclosure. Each of our lions and tigers can enjoy a 2-week vacation in this open air space that has a pond, a fountain, lots of dens, tunnels, platforms, and trees to enjoy. Big cats are solitary by nature, and most of our cats prefer to live alone and vacation alone. We don't force our cats to share space or fight over food. They each have well over 1,200 square feet of space to themselves in their own cat-habitats. But then, twice a year, they get 2 weeks vacation in this huge space. We move the cats to and from vacation via above-ground tunnels around the sanctuary. The only time there are multiple cats in the cages or on vacation together is if they've been raised together and truly enjoy the company. Anywhere that you see cats living together, they are neutered or spayed to ensure that we do not breed cats for life in cages. Even this huge vacation area is still a cage, and we do not believe that wild cats belong in captivity. We do the best we can for the cats we rescue, but the best thing all of us can do is end the trade in exotic cats by never paying to see or touch cubs.
Okay, so there you go. That is our massive vacation rotation enclosure. So I'm just going to scan through some of the comments here, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Stay sunglasses. Okay, what's going on in the comments here? Don't know much about that, Cynthia. Yeah. Yeah, it's one that you might want to put out to the group, see what happened with that possum. Yeah, Max the Bobcat's still here. You might see him towards the end. We're getting up there about an hour. But let's see if we can get on over there real quick. Fortunately, I can't taste any more tuna. Had a lot of coffee, a couple coconut flavored ices. Whew, those were potent. Looking for some mouthwash around here. Apparently cats don't need mouthwash. Somebody mentioned, go grab a beer, and I think I have beer in the truck, but I have a fridge in the truck. We kind of have this safety rule about not drinking on property, so yeah, that was off the table. I do need a beer. A smorgasbord to a tiger. And for any of you that know, I am a pretty big beer fan. Okay, so where's the queen? Oh, well, she's not on top of the platform, but she is using the platform. Nick. Ugh. Maybe we can get this thing to not have a bar in the way. This will work. Okay, maybe I just need to hold it.
Nikita was found when she was a year old in a crack house during a drug bust in Tennessee. She was chained to the wall with a short chain on a concrete floor, so she got no exercise and arrived here with huge swellings on her elbows that took months to heal. She was so thin that you could carry her under one arm. In addition to being underfed, she had not had a proper diet, so she had a plethora of nutritional issues to deal with as well. The authorities took her to the Nashville Zoo at Grassmere, but she had been declawed and could not live with the zoo's other lions. Big Cat Rescue agreed to take Nikita in, as well as 3 bobcats that all arrived in 2001. At age 5, she had become a tall, healthy adult lioness, but remained very lanky because she was a picky eater. That changed when our financial support grew to a point where we could afford the expensive ground meat specially designed carnivore diet we now use. Nikita loved it and filled out quickly to the 500-pound lioness you see today. When Nikita was younger, she was extremely playful and loved to roll on her back and grab her paws or try to do somersaults whenever visitors stopped by to talk with her. Now in her senior years, we still occasionally observe a slow roll onto her back for visitors.
That is really smart, Daniel. You know, put chicken or some meat on each level and see if she'll go on up. Not a bad plan. I will float that idea on over to our coordinator today. Well, there's Nick. It's kind of funny that she would be under there because really shade's the big thing around here, and lions love their shade, right? See if we can figure out where Bridget and our special guest is. The radio working? And my radio's dead. That's nice. All right, I think that may have been them right there. All right, we're gonna kind of double back here real quick. I just want to see if that's Bridget's tour cart. Oh, all right, so let's see. They did do a really good job on those. They've been doing a really good job on a lot of the structures that they've been building around here. Okay, so that is not Bridge, so we're going to go down by Small Cats and see who we see. Okay, so little updates. The Stony vote starts on Monday, so keep your eye on the Big Cat Rescue Facebook channel. And then what else? Ate some tuna this morning. That was gross. Chris. Nope. Sure can, Austin, not a problem. Alright, so I don't see a Manny, but doesn't mean he's not out, because there's quite a few keepers right over here. Nope, not Chris Bull. Hey guys, can I borrow somebody's radio real quick? Mine apparently is now dead. Thank you very much. Bridget, what's your location? No kidding, right?
Was that for Bridget?
Yep, where are you?
Zucari?
Thank you. Thanks. Do you guys have an extra one?
I mean, we could
We're staying together.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you know what? It just made a noise, so maybe it's intermittent. So that's okay. I'm good. Thank you. All right, you guys ready? We're gonna have, this is like multi-layered tour. We're gonna get a tour from Bridge. She doesn't know it yet. We probably won't hang out for the whole thing. We're gonna get a little tour from Bridget.
So this is Hutch Circle. Oh my gosh. Andy is
What's up,
live
guys?
right now on YouTube.
Hey, Paige.
What's up? Hi.
Hey, guys.
Hi. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you all again. All right.
So, we're gonna listen to you
Oh,
for a minute. Nah, go for it.
I was actually just going to talk about Funcation. So we're going to head over.
We're gonna go to Funcation.
Yeah, we're going to head to Funcation.
All right, cool. Let's go. Yeah.
We're just going to walk right over to Funcation.
Hey, Paige, how you doing?
Great. How are you?
Good.
So this space here behind me is what we call our Funcation area. It is 22,000 square feet, which is a vacation for our smaller cats, leopards, jaguars, and smaller. You'll see, again, everything is roofed because these are the cats that jump and or climb. There are 2 cats on vacation in this space right now. They're 2 bobcats named Flint and Nabisco. However, knowing them and knowing their patterns, they're going to be in that back bubble there. Unfortunately, that means we will not be able to see them. But this is a great example of those feeding lockouts again, and I'd like to point out that if you've noticed, our water bowls are up in the air as opposed to on the ground. It's because our cats will pee in their water bowls if they're on the ground. Now, we do have some elderly ladies, and their water bowls are on the ground because it's the only way they can reach them. We want to make sure everybody has fresh water. But this way, we prevent the cats from peeing in and or on their water bowls.
I mean, that's why my toilet's up in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Let's be
There
honest.
you go. Yeah. Although I feel like most people of the male persuasion have a hard time making it in anyway, on or around the toilet.
That's fake news. That is fake news.
So
Did these 2 cats come together? Did they arrive?
actually, they did not arrive together. They so Nabisco came as part of a rescue. Flint, on the other hand, is a bobcat rehab failure. We have a rehabilitation program for native-born Florida bobcats. It's way back on the opposite corner of the property, away from most of humans, away from most of the noise. You have to have specific training to be a rehabber. But we work with FWC, and then what happens is every single bobcat has to pass a test. They have to be able to hunt, capture, kill, and consume live prey. It is the only place on property that we feed out live prey. Simply because in the wild, no one's going to cut up their diet and be like, here you go. They have to be able to survive in the wild. Now, Flint, unfortunately, has an issue where his bones are very brittle. They're like glass. And also, he cannot process whole prey. So no one's going to just feed him like chicken thigh and chicken breast and, like chicken necks. He's not going to be able to eat the animal properly, which means in turn he would starve to death. So we worked with FWC. We came up with a game plan, and he lived here for a while independently. Nabisco had come with another crew. He actually came with Smalls, and he had been living with one of our other rehab failures, Mrs. Claus. They did not have a great relationship, so they got a divorce and separated. And so now the bros live together. It's the bro code here, and they do really, really well together. They're both young bobcats. Nabisco is like 4 or 5, I think, and Flint just celebrated his first birthday last March, or last month. Because it's still April. So yeah, he celebrated his first birthday in March. And they just do really well together. They have a lot of fun. They play together. in their home enclosure, which is across from Smalls. Getting them separated for breakfast is,
Bros gotta eat together.
Challenging.
oh my gosh, it's a challenge. Oh,
They're actually tired.
yeah.
Let's see. I missed it. Who are these people? So that's Bridget. That's Amber. That's our awesome foster coordinator, Megan. This is Paige, who I haven't seen in years. And you guys just have to guess who this is. Yeah.
Okay. And you can explain why they're getting a private tour, right?
Yes, so they're getting a private tour because Bridget filled up her project card, right? So we have these project cards here, so if you put forth the
I'm gonna
effort
let you
to...
do that with them. I'm gonna keep taking these lovely people on
Okay,
too.
yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey guys, have fun.
Bye guys. Thanks.
All right, so yes, that is Nico.
Project card.
Now, we have this thing called project cards here, where if... I did not lose my train of thought. I might have the memory like a gnat, but I remembered that.
Fruit fly is what I said, so case in point.
Oh, fruit fly. So we have this thing called project cards here, and if you come in and sign up for projects, kind of like cleaning Priya's enclosure, you get a sticker on your project card. Well, Bridget filled that up, and she's able to select a few people that can give a private tour. So we said, hey, you know what? How about we check in with Nico, because Nico hasn't seen Gilligan in forever, who's his favorite cat. And how about we go ahead and also have Nico bring a friend. So he brought his friend Paige. And then Amber and Megan came along. And if you guys follow us on Bridget's kitten channel, Amber and Megan have been awesome. And Morgan as well. So Morgan, if you're watching, thank you incredibly. You're probably not, because you're probably working if Megan's here. Incredible with our kittens. If we need help, they're always there. And right now it is kitten season, so if any of you do find kittens, we work with the SPCA, and I think here we work with Tampa Bay Humane Society. So, definitely get with the right people to get those kittens the right support that they need, right? How do you treat big cats for fleas, pills, drops? Okay, so how do we treat them? Actually, the same way that you would treat your house cat. So specifically, I'm not exactly sure if it's pills, fleas, that sort of thing, or pills or drops or what exactly they're using. But I can tell you that they all do get treated, and I have a feeling that there's going to be multiple ways that we treat these guys. Man, nobody is out. It's like the sun showed up and everybody disappeared. So I know there's multiple ways of going ahead and treating them for fleas. And I almost guarantee you that we use every single way. Because I can see a tiger sitting still long enough while eating that we could put like drops on its back or something along those lines. Obviously, through the cage wire. I cannot see a bobcat or a serval sitting that still for that long. Why, hello, buddy. Hi. This dude has no shame. It's either here's my butt or I'm on my back. But he loves laying there. That is his spot.
Gilligan is a male Canada lynx. Approximate date of birth, January 1st, 2007. Rescued May 5th, 2013. Gilligan's age is unknown. He was purchased along with Skipper at an auction. Gilligan had the tiniest cage, measuring 5 by 7. It was also the dirtiest of all the cages. The mud floor was not mud, but feces covered with a sprinkling of straw. It appeared as though Gilligan had tried to keep much of his waste confined to one area on top of his plastic doghouse. He had perched atop the house day after day to defecate. The large pile of feces cascaded out the side of his cage. It was clear that his cage had not been cleaned in several months. Strewn about the cage were bits of meat, bones, and fur. The doghouse was too small for Gilligan to fit in, and other than a small child's play picnic table, he had nowhere to escape the weather. He was forced to sleep in the open and surrounded by filth. Because Gilligan's cage was so small, there was not enough room for big cat rescuers to enter it with nets and a crate. So using wire that they had brought, they constructed a secondary enclosure to the door and inside placed the crate filled with soft, dry hay. Gilligan was unsure about this new crate, and despite its appeal of warmth and dryness, he refused to enter it. He was left to contemplate entering the crate on his own, while big cat rescuers moved on to try and catch Skipper. After Skipper was captured and carried to the big cat rescue trailer, Gilligan had still refused to enter the crate. With no other options, he was sedated with a blow dart. He quickly fell asleep, and Dr. Justin did a full exam. After the exam, he was gently placed in the crate and given the reversal agent for the tranquilizer.
Fighting insects.
When he awoke, he was in a soft bed of hay, being loaded into the trailer for his long trip back to Tampa. Gilligan seems absolutely blissful in his new enclosure. In his first days, he constantly sniffed all around, soaking in the fresh air. He was also quite amazed with the wildlife that abounds at the sanctuary, from cardinals to lizards to squirrels. He is very observant and intently watches as they flit and scurry about.
All right, so that is the audio of Gilligan. Yeah, it's sad, but it's... Oh, get out of here. These yellow flies. Okay, so a lot of the cats that we have here have some pretty sad backstories. And the thing is that many people feel that, oh yes, I could go ahead and own a smaller cat. Yeah, it's only 60 pounds. Absolutely, we can house this thing. Well, how can I put this? When you take a look at cats are purpose-built predators. They're purpose-built for the environment that they're in, kind of like Gilligan. Gilligan's not built for Florida, which is why that big rock wall back there is a massive air-conditioned room. When it gets really hot, he occasionally goes back there. But see if we can find Filmo as we're standing here. But when you take a cat and you put it in an environment that it is not purposely built in, and instincts kick in, and no, I will debate this all day long, an F5 cat is still an exotic cat with tendencies to do things that wild cats do. You can't breed that out of an animal. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can make a domestic house cat, but even your domestic house cat will go ahead and kill that mouse that's running around. It will kill that cockroach that ran across your floor. And here in Florida, it will bring lizards in and it'd leave them in your bathtub. It just happens. Large cats are the same. So even a cat like Gilligan, as adorable as he is, eventually that person's gonna, have this hobby of owning a large cat wear off, and next thing you know, that cat is stuck in somebody's backyard, large closet, basement, a cage somewhere. It's just messed up. All right, so Beecher. I don't see a beach boy. And as Deb put it, big cats are not pets. Flat out, not pets. I'm pretty sure if you believe in the multiple realities scenario, I'm pretty sure there's a planet out there where cats debate every single day what they're doing with a pet human. When it comes to cats, they're incredibly smart. They are sentient. They do have a lot of self-awareness. And when it comes to, what was that comment? All right, yeah. And when it comes to their ability to master their domain, that's why they are the way that they're built. So in areas where they take down large prey, the cats are going to be very large, and small prey, the cats are going to be very small. Gilligan, for example, is built to take down snowshoe hare, which his population is directly connected to. So when somebody goes ahead and puts one of these in their house, these guys will go ahead and they'll destroy your walls, they'll destroy your furniture. Many people declaw them like Beecher. Kind of messed up because now, if you don't know what declawing actually does, first knuckle right here, they just chop that off, right? So don't declaw cats. You're just, mutilating their hands. So owning these cats, the worst thing that you can do is get one of these guys and stuff them in a box. That's not a life. Even Carol, she talks about, cats in cages and how these are still cages. They're as nice as we can make them, but we have to abide by the laws, and we cannot go ahead and release them into the wild. And if we were to release them into the wild, we're being spied on. I'm not going to play her audio because I don't want to spook her. Hello, pretty girl. This is perfection. You know what? I will play her audio because we're far enough away.
Perfection is a female ocelot born May 22nd, 1996. Perfection and her twin brother Persistence were taken from their mother due to her inexperience at parenting. She is the epitome of the perfect-looking ocelot, which explains her name. Her markings are extraordinary and demonstrate why this species was almost hunted out of existence for its fur. She is much more timid than any of the other ocelots at Big Cat Rescue. While some of our ocelots were born here prior to 1998, we quit breeding ocelots when we learned that there are no release programs for exotic cats. They can never be free. They should never be born for life in cages.
Oh, and there you go, right? What question is that is answered 50 times a day? All right, so that is Perfection's story. Zoom out here. Now, with that being said, and as there's, let's see, are there any clouded leopards? No, they're not. So with that being said, about how cats are not meant for being born in cages, brings us to the most important thing that you can do today to help these guys out. Of course, donating to bigcatrescue.org/give is one heck of a help. So again, if you want to stretch your dollars and double your money, we have a $60,000 fairly fluid match that if you put in, for example, $5, it comes out $10 in the end. All right, up to $60,000. So please, if you have the ability, head on over there, donate if you have the ability. If not, that's okay. We understand. Just share the videos. Share. This channel is monetized, so the more people that we can get to watch the videos, the more money that the cats get. So that's cool. Also, when it comes to any sharing of our Facebook videos or any of that, to spread the word. Please help. Now, the other big thing that you guys can do today to help these guys out is letting your representatives simply know about the Big Cat Public Safety Act. Now, just to put ourselves in your representative's shoes for a quick second, I know many of us don't like our representatives and many of us don't like politics, but many of your representatives, the reason that they more or less passed on the bill last time is that they had no idea what it was, and then all of a sudden it was slammed down in front of their desk when we asked them to go ahead when they asked them to go ahead and vote on it. Here was the issue. They haven't heard about it. Make the call. Let them know. A lot of the times representatives won't look at things because they haven't been told enough, and also they won't look at things because they have so much other stuff going on with COVID right now. So with COVID, every representative is just bogged down 24 hours a day. So please, contact them, make the call. I'll play the audio here just in case anybody is completely confused on what I'm talking about if you're fairly new to us. But making that call is one of the biggest things that you can do to get our representatives to understand, oh yeah, this is an important thing. So here we go.
Today you've heard story after story of these magnificent animals being abused or abandoned. They're estimated to be 10 to 20,000 big cats, mostly living in deplorable conditions in private hands. These animals belong in the wild, not in backyards and roadside zoos. The laws that claim to ensure a humane existence for these animals just don't work. As one example, the USDA rule for the minimum space for a tiger cage is what you see on the sign on this circus wagon. Make normal postural and social adjustments with adequate freedom of movement. With this rule language, the owner of a tiger doesn't know how big a cage has to be. And an inspector, many of whom are veterinarians and really do care about the animals, doesn't know when to cite someone for too small a cage. So almost no one ever gets cited, and tigers spend their entire lives in tiny, concrete-floored prison cells. Florida does specify how big the cage has to be, and is one of the more generous state laws. In Florida, you can keep 2 500-pound tigers in a 10 by 24-foot space like this memorial plaque area, slightly bigger than a parking spot, on a concrete slab. This would be like keeping your domestic cat in a 3-foot-long dog carrier for their entire life. The only way to stop this abuse is a federal ban on private ownership. It's not often in our daily lives that we get to do something that really makes a difference, but you can today. We have a federal bill that would end private ownership and the abuse of cub petting. The bill will pass if members of Congress hear that enough of their constituents care about this issue. We make it very easy to do. If you are a United States resident and you have a cell phone.
All right, so I'm going to pause Howard there. I don't have a card on me. I forgot to grab one. But here's what you need to do. Super simple. Grab a pen. If you have some note paper on your desk right now or next to you, just go ahead and jot this down. Contact your representatives. Text CATS to 52886. Once you text CATS to 52886, you're going to get a response back with your representatives in your area. I think you'll have to punch in a little bit of information, and then they'll hone in on who it is that are your representatives. Give them a call. Oh, hold on. Give them a call and ask them to please support the Big Cat Public Safety Act, HR 263. This is the part you need to write down. HR 263 S 1210. That's what they need to read. Now, if we get with them enough and raise this enough and tell them, hey, read this, read this, read this, we have a very good shot at getting this thing passed. Now, last year, it wasn't entirely because of lack of bipartisan support. It was really a lack of the representatives that didn't hear about it having the bill put on their desk when they tried to push that thing on through right at the end of the year. So the thing is, we got to get more people to hear about this thing. Please go ahead and make that call to wild. Again, if you're not in the United States, just simply go ahead and have one of your friends do it, or post on your social media feed that you'd appreciate it if people in the States were to do this. If you are trying to contact somebody outside of your state, we are asking you to please not do that, as well, that's kind of not cool, and I think there's some legality in there. So stick with your representatives in your states. If you do want people in other states to make the call, just send them the information. And also, you can go to bigcatact.com, as you see, Deb put in the chat there. So bigcatact.com will also get you in the right spot to get the information so you can forward it on. And please share. bigcatact.com, share videos like this with your friends, and maybe even the tuna sickle one from this morning, which was super gross, and my tongue still has this weird texture issue going on. Anyways, bigcatact.com, text CASA 52886, and remember, and jot this one down too if you can, bigcatrescue.org/give for that $60,000 match. So that will get your dollars stretched out and also double your money for the next month or so. So it's hard to handle a house cat. I can imagine only a big cat. Yeah, try having 8 of them, and I'm sure some of you have a few more. Yeah, the big cats around here. Well, I guess if they were outside the cages, it'd be a whole lot more difficult. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, gang. So that is it for today. Hope you guys had fun. I know Priya's enclosure was super cool. And for those of you that caught the tuna sickle, that was fun as well. Mimi, you're coming in just right at the end, but hello. So please share. We really appreciate your support. Thank you very much for everybody donating last week. That money went to help these guys out. And next week, I don't think we'll be live next week, but if we are, cool. If not, we'll definitely be back the week after. So other than that, gang, have a great day. Stay safe out there, stay healthy, and we'll talk to you guys